Cork's Red FM 104 to 106.
Yeah, much better performance tonight. Much better intensity and much better enthusiasm in how we played. And when we bring that to our game, you know, sometimes it doesn't matter if we make mistakes. You know, we can still play well and pull out performances. And I think the intensity was there in bucket loads tonight. You know, if we couldn't pick it up after last weekend, we never will, you know. I mean, last weekend was a bad performance, and we worked very hard all week, coaching staff, players, everyone worked very hard all week. And, you know, I suppose it was one of the weeks where I didn't really, coming up Thursday, Friday, didn't really worry about a performance. I knew it was going to happen. I know some guys do read a lot of the stuff that's written, and a lot of it is uninformed comment. I mean, some of the ex-players that are writing were barely informed when they were playing with us. Not to mention when they're outside now and whatever they're doing now. So a lot of it is uninformed comment, and we're our own harshest critics. We know where we are as a team, and we know where we can be. We know how good we can be. We know how bad we can be, and sure, it's been a sluggish start this year, and you know, there'll be other days where we'll have to work hard and we'll have to look at ourselves, but I think we're going in the right direction now, and today was a good performance. It was just too basic at times. I mean, you know, we need to develop a little bit when we're in the 22, in an opposing team's 22, but you know, it was working for us, so we stuck at it, and it worked well in the first half, and in the second half it allowed us to really, as a pack, to play together and work hard together and get used to that again. So you know, I mean, some of it was, I'd say, back to basics and very simplistic, but as I said, it was working for us, and as a pack there was a great feeling coming through again today, and in the dressing room afterwards the pack knew they'd worked their socks off, and I think that's when we perform our best. You know, I was asked about the front row there. Julian and Dennis are very experienced guys, so you know, you wouldn't worry about them. I mean, Stephen, I barely knew Stephen before this pre-season, so but he's a great attitude. He's excellent at all the basics, and works his socks off, and does his homework during the week, and really knows what he's doing. So he was really impressive tonight, and you know, it's great to see these young guys coming through. I mean, we could have signed a prop on a short-term whatever contract, but it's great to see these young guys coming through instead. I think young local guys who have grown up wanting to play for Munster. Look, I've played in teams where we've struggled before and been slated plenty of times, and I actually myself I don't pay any attention to it, but I think for us after last week, in terms of how we would have examined ourselves last week, if no one read a paper, I think that performance would have happened anyway. So you know, we're our own harshest critics, and that's the biggest thing I think about us. I think last Saturday after the Edinburgh game was, you know, the worst I'd felt about rugby for a long time. But the way we work during the week, you know, there's some weeks you hit Thursday, Friday, and you're just so confident about how the team are going to perform, and that's the way it was this week based on what we did in training early on in the week. I don't think it had anything to do with what anyone else had said. I mean, you know, I would have been made aware of it by a few people from time to time, but it wouldn't have been anything that overly bothered me. But it's something that when I come to press conferences, I do get asked a lot about. And I didn't know there was rumours about a rift, but I know that, you know, we've been criticised plenty, but I don't know I don't know how to address it, because, you know, there isn't one there. Not that no one's telling me about it anyway.
Cork's Red FM 104 to 106.